Before you can truly take over control over your reality, you must understand the nature of your subconscious mind and how everyone around you has been pretty much implanting all of these inauthentic desires and negative thoughts into there. And that has led to your current reality that you don't like and that you want to get rid of. And don't worry, the process of actually reprogramming your subconscious mind and recharging it and putting new ideas into there that will actually serve you instead of being just a cruel master to you is actually fairly easy. And all you need to do is just understand these few simple steps of what it likes and what it doesn't like, and then implement it to your life each and every single day. And if you just stick around long enough, I will give you a very powerful analogy that will sum it up perfectly, but that will come at the end of the video. You see, I saw this perfectly for myself. Around 2 years ago, before I started my self improvement journey, I was lost. Like, I genuinely thought that there were no opportunities in my local area and not even on the internet. I thought that, you know, I was gonna be completely lost, like, my mental health was gonna be in shambles for the rest of my life. I thought that, well, I was gonna get jacked anyways, but yeah, I genuinely thought that I wasn't gonna be able to provide for my future family and stuff like that. And yet, here I am now, after applying multiple new powerful beliefs inside of my subconscious mind. Everything has flipped on its head, and now I'm making so much progress in my life that, yeah, the version of me that was like 14 years old back then, yeah, it would have done anything if it just had the life that I have right now. And yeah, all it starts is just reprogramming your subconscious mind because it is the womb of your reality, meaning that before anything can exist physically, it must first exist mentally. And that mental image always needs to permeate your subconscious mind in order to fully, truly materialize it down to our physical plane. Because, sure, you can think about it consciously all the time that you want, but ultimately, your subconscious mind is the stronger one out of your two streams of consciousness. You have two streams of consciousness, and that is your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is whatever you're doing right now, whatever you're conscious of, and the second one is your subconscious mind, right? Now, on the physical plane, it, for example, adjusts your bodily temperature, it makes your heart beat, it makes the blood flow around your body. Yeah, simple things like this. But on the spiritual and on the mental plane, it controls your frequency, which is ultimately what controls your reality. Because what we see as material world around us is nothing but frozen imagination, right? It is just consciousness in another form, meaning that we can mold it however we like it. And the molding process is managed by our subconscious mind, meaning that if a frequency, so a set of beliefs, thoughts, uh, identity, emotions, thoughts, emotionally charged beliefs, moods, if a collection of these things can permeate your subconscious mind, then that will be reflected into your reality. Now, many people are scared and they say stuff like, "Oh, I'm so scared of what the subconscious mind is hiding from me." Like, yeah, all of my subconscious beliefs and stuff like that. When the entire world that you see around yourself is a reflection of your subconscious mind. So write that down there and remember that for the rest of your life. Nothing that is internal isn't reflected in the outer world. It is all out here to see. You just need to search for it out here. And so, with that being said, the importance of the subconscious mind, we can finally move on to the things that it does like. So you can finally learn how you can program it easier and how you can persuade it so that you can leverage it to its fullest potential. So the things that it likes is relaxation and convictions. Because when you're in a state of relaxation, your brain starts to create these waves called alpha and theta. These are associated with high meditative states, meaning that when you enter them, think about it like a train, for example. When a train is going like 10 kilometers per hour, of course, it's still fairly easy to jump on the train, right? And so that's exactly how it goes with your ideas and when you're relaxed. Like when you're relaxed, it becomes much easier to get new thoughts and ideas from either someone or yourself into your subconscious mind. It becomes way easier. But when you're in a constant, you know, constant state of strain, of stress, of worry, of anxiety, and stuff like that, your brain produces waves called beta, and these are way higher. And it is like trying to jump on a train that is going 100 kilometers per hour. Sure, it is still possible, because keep in mind, there's still trauma. Like, a person needs to feel trauma only once, and then their entire perspective on reality changes. So that's something very deep. But here's where convictions come in. Once you're relaxed, in fact, if I'm being completely honest, you don't even need to be relaxed. The relaxation only helps you, but it is actually the conviction that gets you to to implant that idea into your subconscious mind, because it is all about emotion. Emotion is the language of the subconscious mind, meaning that if you can convince your subconscious mind, and keep in mind, your subconscious mind doesn't do any background checks or whatever. It completely relies on you, on your conscious mind, to tell you the truth of reality and how it works. If you can convince it with the uttermost conviction that that's just how the world works, then it will. And the way that you become convinced by it is by indulging in the details, right? So just imagine the reality that you wish to have, and imagine it in so much detail that you immerse in it so much that you literally detach from your current physical reality. You generate so much emotional conviction because you recognize it as real, your desired reality. And then it becomes much easier for you to convince your subconscious mind by it. Because, of course, when you're making a presentation for, a school assignment or whatever, of course, you're gonna be way more confident about presenting that project of yours if you've studied it for like an hour instead of just 5 minutes, right? So that's why you should take some time out of your day to truly think about your desired reality, and just think about, you don't have to create like, your full day of, every single second of your day of whatever you do. No, just pick one moment out of your desired reality, out of your desired life, if you wish, and then you just stay in there, and you truly immerse yourself in the details. So imagine the blades of grass, for example. You imagine the skyscrapers. You imagine the mountains in the background. You imagine, you know, the sea and the waves that are crashing on the beach or whatever. You imagine it in so much detail that you can truly describe it to your subconscious mind, and that your subconscious mind can truly feel that you feel it honestly, and that you mean it with the uttermost conviction, because it loves conviction. And so, even if you're in a beta state, if you just tell it enough details, then it will believe you. But relaxation is basically just a cheat code, so it's completely up to you. But I definitely do recommend that you get relaxed. Because what the subconscious mind doesn't like out of everything is strain, stress, and all of these low vibratory emotions. That's why it is said in the Bible, be still and know that I'm God. Yeah, a man cannot receive anything if it is not given to him first from heaven. That heaven meaning esoterically your subconscious mind. Yeah, that's how it works. And so, now for the analogy that sums it up perfectly. You see, in this universe, there's a law of gender, right? Everything has its op- has its opposite, right? There are men and there are women, and there's also the law of polarity and other kinds of these laws, but basically everything in this universe comes with its equal energetic opposite. And the same goes for your consciousness, right? You don't just have one whole consciousness. No, no, no. You have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Well, what if I told you that your conscious mind is a man and the subconscious mind is a female. Because think about it like this, right? And this will be much easier for you to imagine if you're in a relationship right now. If you come to your girl right now and you are relaxed and you tell her with the uttermost conviction, because you're certain of it, you saw it in your imagination, or you, for example, ordered the tickets already, that you're taking her to a restaurant. Of course, she's gonna believe that because she won't do she won't go through the transaction history on your phone. She won't actually check the details herself. She's completely relying on you to do that. And then after she takes in that idea, she starts to birth that reality slowly until it actually gives birth. And now that is your current physical reality. So you don't want to restrain your lady. You want her to be relaxed. You don't want her to live in fear, in uncertainty. You want her to live in complete conviction about yourself and about your current reality. So just anytime that you think about reprogramming your subconscious mind, just think about it as a healthy relationship between a man and a woman. Of course, when the man is relaxed, she is relaxed also. When the man is convinced, she is convinced also. And then it becomes this nice perpetual cycle that just keeps on going forever and forever. And so, yeah, this is how you reprogram the subconscious mind. It's actually way easier than you think it is. And yeah, just follow these small steps, and I guarantee to you that you'll never have to do any of this, funny frequency techniques like, tune into the frequency of money, 443 hertz or whatever. No, no, no. That's completely unnecessary right now. All you need to do is just relax and put convictions into your subconscious mind. That's just it. And once those are implanted into your subconscious mind, your entire reality will shift forever. But you need to completely imagine it with so much detail, those visualizations or those affirmations or whatever, that you can describe it as it is something completely natural, as breathing air, for example. Okay? By the way, if you want to supercharge your growth on self improvement, on stoicism, discipline, willpower, productivity, and all of these good things, then I guarantee to you that if you buy my timeless reader's mindset course, that you'll find success within no time. I've had people come to me that I've worked with that genuinely experience success, which is within just the first 24 hours of working with me. And you can genuinely experience the things that they achieved much faster and with a discounted price right now. So it is a win-win situation for both of us, and I guarantee to you that you won't regret that decision. But no pressure, of course. It is just something that, when you grow to trust me, you can just buy it, and then, yeah, your life will get a completely new trajectory. Thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you